Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on Alibaba just 8 days ago, to be precise on January the 5th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $155.74. And at this point my main assumption was that as long as this lower border of this formation hold, we have to see the next leg to the upside that potentially might hit $207 mark, at least this level. And guys, take a look right here. We were at this point, and since I made my video, my previous video, this asset went lower. It retested this lower border of this formation as I predicted, and had another movement to the upside. And for now, guys, we are at $167.01, which means this asset had a substantial movement to the upside. Even from this point, it gained up to almost 8%, and from this lower border, it gained 14% within just less than a week. And this is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to receive this type of calls to trade pretty much on a consistent basis with a risk-free 100% money-back guarantee offer, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you what news might be the upcoming catalyst and the current catalyst for Alibaba's movement to the upside. What should we expect next from the price action, and what crucial points this asset should hold and should break in order to remain bullish. So, and let's begin with some fundamentals. First of all, I want to pay attention to the general sentiment related to Alibaba stock, and if you type in Google search bar Baba stock and switch to news tab folder, you will find several recent news, and I want to pay attention to just a couple of them. This is the news that was published on Yahoo Finance just a couple of days ago, and it's titled "China is stepping in to help Alibaba amid a major price war. Does that make Baba stock a buy here?" And let me quote you just a couple of paragraphs. Alibaba shares are rallying this morning after China announced a new action plan aimed at accelerating artificial intelligence adoption in manufacturing. The initiative, dubbed AI Plus Manufacturing, will fund thousands of Beijing's so-called little giant startups, helping them invest more in research and development. And here's how this news will affect Alibaba. Beijing's new action plan is a material catalyst for Baba stock, primarily because it transforms the company from a consumer app specialist into Beijing's essential industrial backbone. Under its AI Plus manufacturing initiative, China has committed to accelerating AI adoption to 70% within the next 2 years, which will force over 50,000 factories to invest in cloud and AI services. As the market leader, Alibaba Cloud stands to massively benefit from this unprecedented migration. More importantly, this strategic alignment signals end of the tech crackdown, repositioning Baba as a national champion critical to China's ambitious economic goals. And guys, definitely it is a very good news for Alibaba, and I told you basically even 2 years ago I began to tell you that one of the main drivers of Alibaba growth will be and should be their AI division, and it is happening right now. And let me show you another news that basically supports the more bullish sentiment for Alibaba. Alibaba stock predictions, what investors should expect in 2026 and beyond. And I want to pay attention to just key points. Alibaba plans to invest more than $50 billion in AI infrastructure by 2028. Recent recovery in stock value influenced by AI enthusiasm and improved Beijing relations. Alibaba e-commerce growth bolstered by regulatory changes in the Chinese food delivery market. And I want to pay attention to just first bullet point. They will invest $50 billion and in their AI infrastructure, and this investment will be so-called base for the upcoming partnership with so-called little giants that I covered in the news that I read to you just minutes ago. And definitely all these news combined, as a result, affected the price of Alibaba in a very positive manner. On top of that, guys, if you take a look at the forecast for this stock, you can see that even the lowest price point for Alibaba is at the level of $172. The highest is at level $255, which is basically 35% from the current price. And even the average price is roughly $200, which implies about 20% for the next 12 months. And this forecast is based on 40 analysts' prediction. And if you want to know the most recent updates, you can find it on, for example, tpranks.com. You can see that Jefferies, Morgan Stanley, and Barclays reiterated their rating within just 2 weeks of this year, and they said the price target for Alibaba at the level of $225, 100 from 200 to 180, and $195 respectively, which has a substantial from 7.8% all the way up to 35% of upside. And guys, definitely it is a very good news, and I want to pay attention to the list of institutional investors. From the very beginning of this year, you can find several recent filings, and as you can see, there is more red rows and more sell-offs of this stock. And despite this fact, the price of Alibaba went higher. And you might wonder how it can happen. Let me explain you how. This filing date is not a deal execution date. It is just a filing date of the actions that happened on the prior quarter, which means all these companies reduced or closed their positions in Q4 of last year. And let's take a look at the price action of Alibaba. The Q4 of last year started basically in October, and here is the local top for Alibaba's share price, and since then this asset went lower and it hit the level of $145, and it lost almost a quarter of its value. Definitely this is the result of these sell-offs, and for now, guys, we have this breakout with the extension in volume, which means the upside potential for Alibaba from the technical standpoint is extremely high. And let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me show you another quite interesting tip that you can use in order to identify the potential trend for the upcoming session. If you switch your attention to 9988 ticker symbol, it is the same Alibaba Group Holdings, but that is listed on Hong Kong Stock Exchange. You can see the same exact pattern, falling bullish wedge, and we had a breakout, very clear breakout, and we have a trend continuation to the upside. And guys, what is more importantly, you can see this very high volume, which leads me to the conclusion that potentially the trend will continue. Definitely it will not be the straight line to the upside from this point to the price target, but the structure as usual should be in some kind of wavy structure, and we might see this type of movement that will hit higher targets. Let's switch to Alibaba on New York Stock Exchange. And what should we expect next? Guys, take a look right here. This asset hit the range of resistance that it established basically back in November of last year, and we have a confluence with this top as well that was established on mid of September of last year, which means we might see some kind of pullback, but I believe that this pullback will not be the deepest, and we might see the trend continuation. So, if you want to benefit out of its movement to the upside, you can cautiously accumulate your position incrementally to the downside, with the stop loss slightly below previous swing lows. The total invalidation of bull count will be breakout below this level with the substantial volume, and if it happens, we might see lower price points. But for now, guys, I don't see any other setups rather than bullish setup, and this price target at $207.39. It is not the top, the real top for this asset. It is just a threshold that this asset should hit in the majority of cases. Statistically, we have more than 70% probability to hit this price target as long as this bottom holds, which means we still have about 25% of upside potential, with, well, quite substantial 10% of downside potential. Definitely you have to incrementally accumulate your position by dollar cost averaging, and this is your medium-term price target. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life I'm